So the how-to on growing sweet potatoes. So you start out with a sweet potato you want to grow. So we had two varieties. One is a kind of your regular orange variety. This was a variety that was started and grown for years by a family, close family friend, and my granddad's co-worker, J.C. Jones. So I call him J.C. Jones sweet potatoes. And then the other variety was a purple variety that was supplied by Georgia Sweet Potato Pie Company. And so you take the sweet potato and you put it in a jar of water. And I think the key to growing them is using a seedling heat mat that you can buy online, or I bought these at a local nursery. And then you have a grow light, and there's standard grow lights, but I like the LED type, King LED, and it has two settings. One is a vegetable setting, one is a bloom setting, and I use the vegetable setting. They turn on, and so I have it about 3 feet from the sweet potatoes on the grow mats, and have a timer that I set for 12 hours a day, so it goes from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. And so the idea is that you start these sweet potatoes about 6 weeks before you plant. So in Kentucky, they plant. It starts the first weekend of May. We always say that Derby Day you can start planting, and so the first Saturday in May. I'm always concerned my sweet potatoes won't grow very fast, and so I started them. This is my list. So J.C. Jones and these purple variety and how many, and I started them in February, and so they've been growing for about a month. And as you can see, the purple ones are growing very robustly. The J.C. Jones variety, orange variety, is starting to come along. Some of them better than others. So what you do is these potatoes grow what's called slips, which I can show you. There's one of those is a slip, and when they get to be about 4 to 6 inches long, which this one is, as you can see, this is a slip. Just pull it off the potato, and then you put it in a jar of water. And I have several of them started here. Just push it down in a jar of water. And what they do in a jar of water is they'll grow roots. I put about, 11, 12 in each jar of water. And here I have about 5. I have 5 jars of water. They're sitting on a smaller heat mat. And so they'll grow roots. Here's one that's, I think, been going a lot longer. So you can see the roots growing, and the water will evaporate. So you have to continue to put water in these, and as more slips grow, you have to put more water in. But so I just pull one of these out. So I started from the sweet potato. Put in a jar of water, and it makes roots, and then I'll leave it in there. So each one of these is called a slip, and that slip will be planted in the ground in the mound, and will be the sweet potato plant. So I have about, there's probably 70 right there in those 5 jars. So 70 plants. There's another 100 likely there for the purple variety, and then once the orange ones start getting to be they're about 3 inches. So another few days, I'll probably have them 4 to 6 inches and start putting them in water. So we get about, let's leave this out. So we get about, I don't know, 5 pounds of potatoes, 5 or 6 pounds of potatoes from each plant. So 100 plants get about 500 pounds of potatoes or so. So that's it. That's growing the sweet potatoes. Started with slips. So they're essentially, again, they're a clone. And so the type of potato you want to grow, that's where you start with, and you grow your slips.